Hey people,
Hey
Demon
guys,
here.
Demon here, and today I am reviewing Onward, the Disney's Pixar's new movie, Onward. I think they have another movie coming out eventually, maybe this year, maybe next year. I think it's called Soul, if I'm not mistaken. But Onward is the newest Pixar movie, and I gotta say, it was good. I'm gonna review this spoiler free, then spoilers. So spoiler free, and I'll warn you when I'm doing spoilers. Okay, so spoiler free. What to say about it before I do spoilers? Okay, let's say the bad stuff then the good stuff. So the bad stuff about this is the plot was kind of predictable. Uh, there was a certain thing in there. The spell. The spell was kind of weird, and I'll talk about that in the spoilers. It was just kind of annoying me. But the plot was kind of predictable. The spell was kind of like, kind of weird. And hmm, that's about it. Like everything else is pretty good. I wish they had some more time with some characters, to be honest. But everything else was pretty good, and it turned out pretty good. It turned out pretty good. What was good about it? Let's see. The animation. The story was pretty good, even though it was predictable at the same time. um, the the magic was pretty cool, except for that one spell that we're going to talk about. Uh, the characters were good. At least the two that we spend most of the time with were good. The others were okay. The the others were okay. Like the mother was okay. The police officer. I'll talk about that in spoilers. He was okay, but I feel like we should have had more screen time with him. But yeah, all in all, it was pretty good. If I were to rate it 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, 5 being average, I'd rate this like a 7. It was pretty good. It was a 7. It's not like Pixar's best movie, but it's not their worst movie. You know what I mean? um, Pixar has really good movies, and I will say that it was quite emotional at the end there. That was pretty good, but it was good. It was good. Not the best picture movie I've ever seen, but not the worst. Definitely not the worst. But it was a good movie. But anyways, now it's time for spoilers. By the way, just remind you, if you haven't hit that like button or subscribe to my channel or hit that bell, you should do it. Gonna try to do that more now. um okay, so spoiler alert. Okay, so as I already said, the things I disliked was the plot was kind of predictable. Um, and the spell, the one spell I did not like was the resurrection spell because in the spell it's only like being able to do once, but that doesn't even make sense to be honest. Because as long as you have one of these, I think it's called a phoenix stone or something like that, but one of these magical stones, you're able to bring back one person back from the dead, or your father back from the dead, or whatever. I guess it probably depends on who you're thinking of. Like the wizard's able to bring back that person back from the dead until the next morning. Like for one whole day, for 24 hours, he's back from the dead. So they bring him back half from the dead. If you've seen the trailers, you probably already know that. Um, the part I don't get about it is that spell only works once. Although I'm pretty sure if you found one of those rocks again, which they did, they had one and then they found another one. But sadly, they both broke. Um, but yeah, if you had another one of those rocks, doesn't that mean that you could just do it again and this time do it properly? So you could see your dad for the whole duration of the day, and your mom could see him again because the mom never gets to see him. The younger son never gets to see him. Only the older son gets to see him, which is kind of emotional, kind of upsetting, but at the same time, it was cute because we got this little backstory about how the older brother kind of helped raise the son to be who he is, and the dad was like wanting to see both of them, but he only got to see the older brother. He never got to see the mom either. But it was really cute. It was really cute. Really, really, really. I don't know, sad a little bit, but at the same time, it's just like, that's good. um, about the characters not getting enough plot line. Okay, so the cop is dating the mom. We only get to see that at the first, where the cop and the mom kiss because she has a new boyfriend, but it still would have been cool to see her with her old husband. That would have been cool. So the cop is dating the mom, and the mom gets enough screen time because she's like, I gotta go save my sons. And she gets some screen time with the Manticore. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. At the end, she's like this warrior chick. It's pretty funny. And she's just like, yeah, I am a warrior. Because that's what her son called her before. And the cop, he's like the new stepdad, and he's trying to do his best to be a good stepdad. And at the end, he learns how to run fast because that's what Minotaurs are supposed to be because he's a Minotaur. And it's cool, but I wish we would have spent more time with those characters, but I guess, whatever. And at the end, he does get, like, generic friends. Like the guy, the nerdy kid, he doesn't have any friends. He has, like, a family. And he doesn't really do anything because he's, like, too shy and meek. So at the end, he becomes more bold. He's just like, hey, I'm going to become friends with people. I'm going to talk to people. I'm going to do all this stuff because I can, because I have magic and other stuff like that. Which was, it was kind of like, it was predictable. As I was saying, the plot was totally predictable. At one point, you're like, okay, these guys are going to start fighting at one point. These guys are going to get in trouble at one point. And then the evil dragon's going to come out at one point. And it's going to be a bunch of ridiculous nonsense. The only thing I didn't see was that the son, like the older son, only got to see a dad and not the younger son and the mother. I thought for sure they were going to make them all see him. But at the end, they only showed the older son, so that was pretty cool. But for the most part, pretty predictable, I will admit. Pretty average plot. But yeah, like, that's the only two things I really dislike about it. Was the plot was very predictable, except for the ending part was pretty sad. Pretty sad, but cool. The plot was very predictable, and the characters didn't get enough time, in my personal opinion. But all in all, really good movie, really good animation. Pixar doing good still. And I kind of want. I'm gonna watch the Soul movie when it comes out as well. Hopefully it's good. It kind of looks a little bit weird, to be honest. Looks a little bit more kiddish, I guess. But it's Pixar, and Pixar has mostly good movies, except for a few, like Cars and Planes and Dory. Nemo 2 or Dory, whatever. Finding Dory. I did not like that movie. But yeah, hopefully the next Pixar movie will be really good, because this one was really good, and I enjoyed it. And I hope they still have original ideas, because this was a pretty original idea. It was about a place full of magic that's not actually humans. It's just a mythical place full of magic, and then they find magic again. And it's all mythical creatures, and it's kind of it's cool, but it's like a trope at the same time. But yeah, hopefully they still pump out these original stories, because it looks like the next one's gonna be pretty original as well. Maybe do one thing though, Pixar. Just maybe change the plot a little bit so you can't predict it so easily. Because I could totally predict what was gonna happen by the first time I saw it. I was like, those two characters are going to get into a fight. She's going to go after her sons because, why tell your mom that your dad's halfway back and we can go save him? But yeah, all in all, pretty good. And you should go see it if you haven't. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and share. I guess you can't really I guess it's for everybody, so you can't really comment or hit the bell. So go to my channel, hit the bell. Go to my Twitter to comment. Link down below to my Twitter, by the way. And as always, friends, stay sane. Peace. Hey guys, this video is meant for all ages, although I do have videos meant for the older variety. Check out my channel to watch those. But since it's meant for all ages and YouTube doesn't have a button to click for all ages, they only have younger or older, I have to click the younger because some stupid stuff will happen if I don't. But that means some features are removed. Hopefully it still gets to everyone the same, young and old, but that's beside the point. That means comments are no longer there. But don't worry, I have a Twitter, so you can go down to the link below to my Twitter and comment on that because there will be a tweet about this video. So yeah, go down there and go to my Twitter.